Hi, my name is Brianna Motzkus. I'm with the Fabric Patch in Ephrata, Washington. You can find us at fabricpatch.net. Today we're going to get ready to use our Momento cutting machine from Singer. Alright, so today what I'm going to do is kind of go over the key features of your machine so that you can feel comfortable playing around with it. So we're going to talk about unboxing your machine and also the free software that comes with the purchase of your machine called My Sewnet. If you are someone who is already in the machine embroidery world, you may already know about My Sewnet, and they go together in machine embroidery and crafting. So you'll see that we'll chit chat a little bit here, and then I'm also going to show a video from Amanda. Amanda is a part of the design team as well as the educator team for the Momento Singer machine. So some of the things, the unboxing, some of the software chit chat, I'm going to have her show that in this video for you just to make it a little bit easier, and she's going to say all the right words without me slipping up one way or another. So let's get started and let's have Amanda show us how the unboxing of the machine looks.
Hi, I'm Amanda. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through unboxing and setting up your new Singer Momento craft cutting machine. All you need to get started is going to be your machine and a power outlet. Now, the Singer Momento craft cutting machine comes with everything you'll need to get started with your first project. We're going to have the 12x24 standard grip mat, as well as a piece of vinyl and transfer tape. We have a little welcome box that will have everything you need to get started, including your blades and power cords. Now I'm simply going to take out the packaging and take the machine out of the box. With the machine out of the box and the plastic covering removed, I'm going to open the front door, and I'm going to remove the styrofoam from around the dual tool holder. Then on the back of the machine, we have the pinch wheel lever, and I'm going to lower it to raise them and unlock them so that I can easily remove the stabilizers. All this packaging is here to ensure that your machine arrives in excellent condition. With the stabilizers removed, I'm going to raise the pinch wheel lever to lock them back down in place. Now with the machine unboxed, we're going to open the starter kit and go over everything that comes included with your Singer Momento craft cutting machine. Your Momento machine comes with everything you need to get started. You have your starter card and warranty cards, your pin and pin adapter, the basic blade with housing, your rotary blade with housing, your power cord and power adapter, the USB cord, and the user guide. Now I'm going to plug the power cord into the power adapter, and then plug the power adapter into the back of the machine, and then my power cord into my outlet. With our machine plugged in, we are now going to power it on and hit the power button. When we turn it on, we'll see that the light will come on, the LCD screen, and then our dual tool holder will do a little calibration. The final step in setting up your machine will be connecting it to Wi-Fi. The Singer Momento craft cutting machine is Wi-Fi enabled, so you are allowed to cut without having your computer or tablet connected to your machine by a cord. As long as your computer or tablet is on the same Wi-Fi network as your machine, you can cut from anywhere in your house. To start, we're going to go to the Settings button, which is located in the upper right-hand corner of your machine. Then we're going to select the Wi-Fi. And right now we have nothing showing. So we want to select Other Network, and it's going to scan for all available networks. When the scan is complete, you will simply select the network you would like to join, and then hit Next, and you'll be prompted to enter your Wi-Fi password. Once you've entered the password for your Wi-Fi, you will simply select Connect to this network, and it will connect to your Wi-Fi network. With a successful connection, you will see the screen that says Connected and the name of your Wi-Fi network. If the connection failed, you'll get a message that said Failed to Connect, and you will simply enter your password again or select a new network. With our machine successfully connected to our Wi-Fi, we have completed the unboxing and setup of our Singer Momento craft cutting machine.
Okay, so that was super helpful. A few things I want to talk about that maybe you have questions. First off, the banging you hear. So the zoo is just off that way, and Macy's slamming a drawer. Just open and close. So ignore that. No one's being injured. She's just playing. The calibration that the machine does when it starts up, that is a very important thing. When I talk to my FOF people, it's the little dance, the little dance and song that your machine does for you every time you start it up. That calibration, that little dance that your machine's gonna do, important every time it turns on. So if you don't see that happen when you turn it on, I suggest you turn it off, turn it back on, hope for the little dance. Or you can also just unplug it from the power supply and then plug it back in. If you feel like you're having troubles with that. But that calibration bit, a very important thing every time you power on your Momento cutting machine. Second thing, there are a few proprietary features to the machine. So some of you may have had a Silhouette in the past, a Cricut, I don't know, any other of the cutting machines. Those are the only ones that come to mind at the moment. Some things cross over, other things cannot. So some of the pens, like the pen you have in your starter pack, they are special because they fit a certain way. You might find other pens that fit, but because of the diameter of your pens and the diameter of your little spot on your machine, it's very important that you use the Singer Momento brand pens, whether it's the heat away, the wash away, or just the pretty pens to do some drawing on your cards or projects you're working on. That's going to be something that's proprietary, as well as any of the cutting features, whether it's the replacement blades or the actual cut blades. These are also something that is exclusive to the Momento cutter. So if you have replacement blades for a Cricut that you found, or you found at a yard sale for a really good deal, if you don't have a Cricut machine, that blade is not going to fit in anything else. So keep that in mind as you're shopping around, going to the stores. Make sure that you are getting things that are from Singer for your Momento machine. Other things, so if you have vinyls, transfer tapes, swathes, glitter paper, all of those fun things, none of that has to be exclusive Singer product. So you can get stuff from the local craft store, from Walmart, offline. You can go and get those other places and your machine will cut with it. So as we get closer to actually doing a project together, when your blades are cutting through different textiles and different mediums, that's when we'll do some test cuts to make sure that the pressure of cutting that you've chosen for your machine will go along with that product you've chosen, to make sure that you get a clean cut every single time. We don't have to find our little snips to make sure we cut out that shape or that letter you might be trying to cut out. So keep that in mind. Make sure Singer brand items for all of the actual workings, all of the fun stuff, the crafting materials, those can be anything you want. And then let's talk about the space you need to set up your Momento cutting machine. Because it is such a large machine, it has a 24-inch deck. It does take up a little bit more space. However, it does close up really nicely. But let's look down at my table so I can kind of tell you and show you what kind of space you're looking for. Okay, so you can see that the machine itself is pretty large, little on the heavy side, but for the most part, you'll just be sitting on a counter to play with. So you're gonna need at least, 26 to 30 inches just in the length of the machine. But what you have to be careful is when you load your mat here, depending on what size of mat, whether you're gonna use the 12 by 24 that came with your machine, or if you have the 24-inch one, as you're cutting and it's doing everything, it has to spit out the back. Kind of like a backwards printer. Instead of it coming in this way and shooting out the front, you have to have enough table space to either come back here and catch your mat, or you have to have your table catch it. So right here in the shop, it sits on a 2 by 6 foot table. And when I'm not using it to cut things into play on, I close it up. I close the front, I close the back piece, and it actually sits right back here where I can just pick this guy up and move him. And he just sits on this bench. So maybe in your craft room or in your sewing room, this bench here at the shop has vinyl and other things on it. But it could have your vinyl, it could have your tools, it could have your scraps, all in this cool cube. This is one of those inexpensive cubes from Walmart that fits her perfectly on there when I'm not using it, plus has space for cubbies to store all of your new crafting supplies. So space is kind of important, but again, it's something that we're going to go back and forth from. I don't think we're going to simultaneously sew and craft at the exact same time. We're going to cut all our pieces first and then move to the sewing room or move to the decoupage station and do that. So space, kind of important, but hopefully that's helpful to know how to set it up every time you're getting ready to use it. All right, the next very important part about your Singer Momento cutting machine is the software. So software is kind of a scary word, but it's super easy. It's just the app to create the designs you want cut out. So whether it's a last name you want to put it back on a t-shirt, or a baseball on the front of a t-shirt so that your little league team can have really cool, inexpensive t-shirts. That's just where we're designing that shape to be able to tell our machine to cut it out. So it is a free thing that comes with the purchase of your machine. You of course can do subscriptions to get more free things and different things, but it's not necessary. You'll see as we start playing and showing you things here on YouTube that there will be a lot of free designs that cost you nothing, a lot of fonts that cost you nothing to be able to create whatever you want. Whether it's a heat transfer for a t-shirt or something that's a permanent for, it could be a t-shirt, or on glassware, drinkware, tables, that kind of a thing. So I'm going to give it back to Amanda to talk a little bit about how to sign in and get that software on your computer and your tablet or your iPad, whether you're doing it Microsoft or Apple, you can do it those ways. This particular machine at this time does not have a capability of putting an app onto a cell phone. It is something they are working with to be able to have an app so you can do creating on your phone, but at this time it is only via a computer or an iPad or tablet. So let's go back to Amanda and she will show you how to do that.
Hi, my name's Amanda. In this video, I will be introducing you to MySewNet and the MySewNet crafting software. This is the companion software to your Singer Momento craft cutting machine and where you will create all of your wonderful designs to send to your machine. I will be showing you how to create your free MySewNet account, download the free crafting software, how to connect your machine to your software, and how to check for updates. If you would like to follow along, I recommend doing so from a computer or a tablet to give you the best user experience. To start, I have navigated to mysewnet.com. Here, I will create my free account and download my crafting software. So to get started, I'm going to create my account, so I will come up to the right-hand side and select Create Account. Here, I will enter all of my necessary information to register for my free account. After I've entered my information, I will select Get Started. Now that I have created my free MySewNet account, I will have access to the MySewNet crafting software and all of the amazing additional Momento-related content. To download my software, I'm going to come to the Crafting tab and select Download Crafting Software. Here, I will be able to download the appropriate software for my computer. We also have a tablet version of the software that is available for download in the App Store. So to download the software for my computer, I'm going to select Download Crafting Software. With the download complete, I have opened it from my download folder on my computer, and I will now follow the steps to install my software. When the installation is complete, the MySewNet crafting software will automatically open, and I'm brought to the screen here. So I'm going to click Sign In, and I'm going to sign in to the MySewNet account I just created. Now that I have signed in, I'm seeing prompts that are alerting me to new features and downloads available for the software. To download and install them, I'm going to select OK. Next, it is going to allow me to choose my measurement units. I will select OK. Now I'm going to want to set up my machine to my software. In order to do that, I'm going to open a new canvas. Now that I am on the canvas page, I'm going to set up my machine to my software. To do that, I'm going to navigate to the right-hand panel, and I'm going to select this icon that looks like a little machine and says Output. Now we see a button that says Add New Machine. I'm going to select that. Now we are going to follow the prompts on our screen to set up our machine to our software. I'm going to set mine up via Wi-Fi. When setting up, you want to make sure that your machine is powered on and connected to the same Wi-Fi network as your device. If you have not set up the Wi-Fi on your Momento machine, you can find steps on how to do so in the unboxing and setup video. My machine is connected to my Wi-Fi and it's powered on. I'm going to hit continue. Yes, my machine is on my network. And now it is going to scan for available machines on my network. And here it is. It has found my machine. Now the Momento machines, when they are first set up, they will say Momento and then have a number and letter name assigned to them. I'm going to select that and hit OK. Now that we have set up our Momento machine to our software, the last step is to check and confirm that the machine's firmware is up to date. We can do that straight from this output page where we set up our machine. I'm going to come here and select Update Firmware. Currently, it is telling me there are no updates available. If there was an update available for my machine's firmware, I would follow the prompts on my screen. When first getting started, you would like to confirm that your machine firmware is at least version 2.34 or higher. To do that, I can simply come to Machine Information here, and it will tell me the information on my machine. And here it says software version 2.34, so I know I'm up to date. I could also check this information straight from my Momento machine by selecting the Settings gear in the upper right-hand corner of the LCD screen, and then the About button. And now that I have confirmed that my Momento machine is set up to my software and that it is up to date, I am ready to start crafting.
If you watch this just because you like to hang out with us here at the Fabric Patch, we do have some of these single Momento machines in stock. So if you are someone who wants to play along with us, you have time to purchase your very own machine and hang out with us and make cutting. You can also find more of Amanda's teaching videos in the description below. I have linked her Momento startup page so that if you really enjoyed her as much as I enjoy her, you can see what she's doing to help support the Momento crafters also. All right, she did that super great. I was gonna show you how to do that, but I feel like she was able to do it just as well. So two things I kind of noticed. One is where she's at on her screen. She is at mySewnet.com. So again, if you are someone who's already kind of in the world of machine embroidery, this My Sewnet may not be new to you. If you are new to the Singer Momento or anything in that kind of realm, MySewnet.com is where she started doing that sign in to create your free account and then to be able to download the software. So when you download it, and she showed you that, just make sure that whatever you're using, whether it is your laptop, desktop, or an Apple iPad, it does have to be a certain size or a certain update for it to work. So just make sure you have those things. Tablets, iPads, laptops are pretty inexpensive, especially now that school is starting up. There are big sales on laptops, knowing that kids are going to college and they're going to need one to be successful in their next stage of life. So keep that in mind. Check that out. Make sure whatever you're trying to use. The other thing that will happen if you go in to try to get the app on your tablet or iPad, it will automatically tell you, hey, this app is not compatible to your device, and that will be why. So keep that in mind. Same thing with your laptop. If you are good about updating your Windows or your Mac laptop every time there's an update, you have nothing to worry about. iPads are just the only ones that, if it's not a iPad 10, it's not new enough to be working with it. So if you have any extra questions about why it's not uploading or if your device will work, put it in the comments, or better yet, email me at info@fabricpatch.net, and I can try to help troubleshoot you from my side. I'm not super techy, but I understand that little bit of tech where I can tell you, oh, you just need an update, or oh, unfortunately, we're going to have to get a new device. So those two ways. Again, if you only have a computer, you can do it. What's really nice about your Momento cutting machine is you can use it two ways. You can use it with the blue cord that came with your machine when you first opened it, can plug into the back, and then USB port right into your desktop or to your laptop. Or if you're using an iPad or a tablet, it is going to connect via Wi-Fi. So super great. And as we get to playing, I'll show you some ways to save some of your favorite designs. So if you're gonna go camping somewhere that there may not be Wi-Fi, I know a lot of quilters like to go escape, me too, to where there's no Wi-Fi. You're kind of off the grid a little bit. There are ways to save designs to your machine before you leave, and then when you get to your destination with no Wi-Fi, you can still be crafting. So I hope all of that was super helpful for you. You'll see regularly, we'll be doing some fun little projects to help you get used to your machine and just playing. So if you have any other questions or any recommendations on what you want to see, let us know in the comments below. Thanks.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.